to AVonAir. I'm Ying Khang, VP of Marketing here at Midwich. Today I have Dan Root with me here on the InfoComm show floor. Super excited to have Barco here. Dan, tell me more about who you are, what you do at Barco.
Absolutely. My name is Dan Root. I'm the head of Global Strategic Alliances at ClickShare, and I actually came to ClickShare about 2 years ago. Prior to that, I was an analyst with Wayne House Research covering this market segment, so it was kind of a natural fit to move over and kind of roll up my sleeves and get back on the vendor side of the house.
Got it. So not your first InfoComm.
Not my first InfoComm. Maybe 13, 14. It's getting up there now.
Got it.
It seems to go by faster and faster every year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a fun ride.
Good. Do you feel like Orlando has been cooler this year, or am I just imagining that it was cooler?
Orlando in June, I don't think is ever cool.
Okay.
I would say the humidity's been a pretty high here this week, but the temperature hasn't. I mean, I don't think it's cracked 100, so it could be worse.
Okay, so it is cooler.
And we've had some rain. We've had some rain, to say the least, just a little.
Great.
But it's been a great week. I mean, the show floor has been wild during the day. The evenings have been packed with different events and things. Actually, we hosted an event with Midwich earlier this week. That was a fantastic result and outcome. So we really feel like the week has been strong for us.
It's been really good. Yeah, that was our Howl at the Moon party. That was quite the event. So thank you for sponsoring that with us. We had a lot of fun.
Well, thank you guys for including us.
Of
we
course.
love our friends at Midwich, and we love being able to always get together and strengthen our relationship.
Awesome. So tell me what has been the talk and the buzz at the Barco booth this year with Barco ClickShare.
Well, ClickShare actually just launched and announced our next generation of ClickShare last week, and so this was our first opportunity to actually show it off. And I'm very proud to say that our demos have been rock solid this week, which is always great when
you want everything to work.
For the first time when you're showing something, there's always a risk, but I'm really impressed with how the team has delivered. And so this new generation of ClickShare is built on Microsoft Devices Ecosystem Platform, or MDEP, which we've heard quite a bit about over the last couple of days here and over the last few months. And so this is our first generation on MDEP, and we're bringing all the same things that everyone has come to know and love about ClickShare, our casting and our conferencing value propositions, but we're actually able to now deliver that alongside the value proposition of a room system, which now gives you kind of that end-to-end manageability, ease of use, and edge case flexibility to make sure that the room is just seamless and that your end users and your guests are just able to use the room, know that it's going to be rock solid, get in and get out, instead of trying to fumble around and learn how do I share this content, how do I have whether it's a Ring Central call within a Microsoft Teams room or something along those lines. These are things that we see and hear from our customers that they really value in ClickShare, because we can bring that equalizer to the space. And so now we are able to do that in conjunction with room systems within one singular box. So we're super excited about that.
Awesome. What has the response been on the InfoComm floor?
Honestly, more than we could have anticipated. Some of the conversations that I've seen had this week, I had like goosebumps, where it's like you saw the look in someone's face go, oh my gosh, this is how I solve for the challenges I have. And we had some really nice both end customer and ecosystem partners come through and say, we can standardize on this across all of our rooms. And to have somebody be able to come to that sort of a realization of what value we're driving by combining these different value propositions together in a very short amount of time, I think we've hit a really good product market fit. So we're super excited for how the next 6 months, next couple of years are going to go as we continue to expand this new generation of ClickShare.
Awesome. So you kind of mentioned ecosystem. Do you have alliance and ecosystem partners?
Certainly. ClickShare is known for having one of the largest ecosystem partners programs within the industry, and that was actually part of why I came to Barco, was because of how the depth that we have there. So we typically have compatible and certified devices. We roughly have about 400 compatible and about 180 certified devices every quarter. And so all of the other brands that, of course, Midwich supports and resells,
we
support.
just announced Sennheiser,
Yes.
so that's one of your partners as
Absolutely.
well, right?
So we have Sennheiser, which is actually one of the launch partners for the hub, which is fantastic. And we're really looking forward to bringing their small and medium bar into some of the rooms that we'll be deploying in. But we also work with companies like Hudley and what they're doing with their new product line in the C1 and Crew systems, which we think are really interesting in the multi-camera area. But also, of course, are some of the largest players and some of our largest ecosystem partners: Logitech, HP Poly, Jabra, QSC, and
QSC is one that we just announced as well.
Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm glad we'll be able to get the teams together on that. We really, we try our best to make sure that we're the widest swath of the market that we can, but delivering a seamless experience. It needs to be tried and tested. It needs to just work. And so we do ensure that we have mutual testing across premier partners as well as our compatible devices to every quarter between ourselves and the other vendor, so that we can ensure that on every firmware version that everything's going to just work and you're not going to walk into the room and have an error message and not be able to get to your meeting.
Yeah, you want to build that confidence that any room that I walk into, no matter who I am, right, whether I'm in marketing, I'm the CEO, or I'm in product, that I can get in and be confident that whatever I'm using as a platform or whatever device that I'm bringing in, I can feel confident I can start my meeting and get going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so
Perfect.
it's been a wild week. I can say that much.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can hear it in my voice. It's Friday, and it definitely feels like Friday.
Yeah.
But this show just seems to go by faster and faster every year.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's been great.
Yeah.
How about you? What's the highlight that you've seen from Midwich's perspective
Yeah.
here at the show?
Yeah, no, I think just really, we always say, and I'm grateful for devices like ClickShare that allow us to meet virtually, in person, in the room, but I think definitely it's the connections. So I've been in the industry for quite some time, almost 20 years, which is unbelievable to me, but it's so great to see old faces, old friends, reconnect, find out what everyone's doing now, what they're excited about here at InfoComm. So that's been the really great thing. I've been almost 1 year here at Midwich. So this is our first time as Midwich here at InfoComm with our partners. And so it's really just making sure that our customers know that we're still that same team, just under a new name. And then talking about all the things that we're excited about with our manufacturer partners like yourself. So it's been such a great show, but I am ready to go home too. But it's also great to just kind of see how everyone from a marketing perspective is setting up in their booth, the messaging that they have, the products that they have out there. So
Yes.
I look at it from a marketing perspective, but I'm also curious, for you walking the show floor, if you've had a chance,
Yes.
what are some of the other things that you're seeing out there that you're excited about?
Oh, well, I have to at least mention AI, because let's be honest,
Oh,
everybody's
yeah.
booth is at least talking some sort of AI story somewhere along the way. But I think it's more important to focus on landing AI, which means what is a workflow, what is the actual application that we're going to see in the market. And in there's been a few different startups and things that I've seen around, one of which is NetSpeak that's here. ClickShare actually announced as an ecosystem partner for them just before InfoComm, and they actually have an agent called Lena who can self-heal, completely Gen AI based, can self-heal your rooms, can monitor, can take care of really a lot of challenges, and can do it in real time, completely auto-generated. And what
Wow.
that means is if somebody comes in, changes the volume, changes an input, happens to hit a different setting, and the room's no longer in the state that it needs to be,
Yeah.
Lena can go through and actually query the room before the meeting, correct all of those things within the meeting, change the volume, change the inputs, make sure that every box has been reset and is set up to go, they're all talking to each other correctly, test the call, and then come back proactively and say your meeting room's ready to go, you won't have an issue.
Wow, that
Which
is incredible.
I really think the power of what they're building in that lane is something that is super valuable to the end customers and to the organizations that we all work with. And there's of course narratives coming from Microsoft in the same vein that will of course I think probably track in the same direction. And then also Zoom, similar sort of a thing. So I think the platforms and some of these startups that we're seeing are finally delivering the workflows we've been talking about potentially servicing for the last 2 to 3 years in the overkill of just saying Gen AI everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see that start to become a real concrete thing, and I was kind of like giddy like a schoolboy as I was like watching the
This
thought
is the
process.
stuff you geek out about.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm going to go over and break it. So I'm like pressing different things. And then I'm like, okay, Lena, let's see what
Watching
you
it.
can do. And
Yeah.
she's going through the thought process. I'm like, well, somebody's messed up these things. I'm going to start here and work my way back through it and deliver the room back. And that was like, wow, this is next generation kind of stuff.
Wow, very, very cool. Well, Dan, thank you so much for being here with us today, stopping by, making the time to come by and talk to us a little bit. Appreciate it, and appreciate you being our sponsor this week as well. So any closing words as we leave?
I would just like to reciprocate the thank you. It's always great to be here with Midwich. You guys are one of our strongest partners globally, and we certainly look forward to continued success and growing together in the next year. So thank you for the opportunity and having me on.
Anytime.